3 weeks post reno, it's time to give this lawn its first haircut and a little bit of fertiliser. Let's get into it. Yes, g'day and welcome to a new video. Bit going on with the soil there, but must say, 2 days ago we ticked past 3 weeks since I did scalp, scarify, aerate and a bit of a top dress out here on this front lawn, and I'm really happy with how it's bouncing back. You may have also seen the video where I scraped back the edges and we are getting some really good growth come back through there. And now since we're here, when we're looking down at this lawn, we're definitely not at 100% coverage just yet. But if you're new here, this front lawn has always struggled, and I'm working with different deficiencies in the soil to try and improve them, to make it healthier, to be able to grow really nice green grass. Now across all 5 sections here have got really nice, beautiful, lush green growth coming through, which is fantastic. This recovery has definitely been a lot quicker than the recovery I got last spring, where it took forever. And now that I'm about to start mowing, it's only going to accelerate that. The regular mowing, where some bits out here are just shooting straight up. So as soon as you start to mow, it forces the grass to sort of, instead of pointing up, to shoot across and spread laterally, which is what my grass type kikuyu will do. It will naturally spread into any bare spots and repair itself. Yeah, some spots definitely growing a lot better than others. Now the answer to this question that I always get, I feel like a smart ass when I give the answer, because people ask, when do you mow your lawn after a lawn renovation or new turf? When do you mow it, or even seeding? And the very simple answer is when it looks like it needs it. When it's just starting to look a little bit untidy. You all know the feeling when you're looking out at your lawn and you're like, ah, crap, needs a mow. It's exactly the same thing post turf, reno, seed, etc. Now something that you do want to do is you want to sharpen your mower blades. So for me especially, this mower has not been sharpened for a long time, and it's been running over sticks and things like that in autumn and winter, picking up leaves and stuff like that, especially on the nature strip and whatnot. Using it during my renovations recently to go and pick up cores after aerating. So yeah, it's copped it a little bit, so it was quite blunt on those blades. So I got the flat disc on there and got those sharpened. And then now something I'm also doing is putting in the mulch plug. Which way does it go? It goes that way. No, it goes, shit, which way does it go? Now what that's gonna do is keep the clippings inside there, mulch them up and spit them back down onto the lawn. Now, when you've done a renovation, the clippings are going to be beautiful, healthy, you will have fertilized, you'll have been watering, all that sort of stuff, and you've got beautiful fresh green growth coming through. So to chop those up and leave them on the lawn, those nutrients, it's a really good thing to do. So mulching is what I'm going to do. Something you also want to do before you start to mow, if you've still got a little bit of sand coverage like I do here, is water your lawn before you mow, just to settle down the sand, so that so you're not making a mess for one thing, and if you do choose to use the catcher, you don't end up with a catcher full of sand. Last night we had about 6.5 mils of rain, which was really nice, so I don't need to do any watering before I mow. Already did the edges earlier as well, so I just need to get this mown and then mix up some fertiliser. Really nice to get that tidied up. Always, any lawn, even if it's struggling and crappy, always looks way better after a cut. So I'll keep mowing every 2 or 3 days if I can, or 2 or 3 times a week, which is probably the same thing, just to promote that healthy, nice growth. Now this is my first liquid fertilizer, I think, for maybe like 2 months. I generally go for every about 6 weeks, but I feel like I missed my pre-renovation one. So I might try find out and put it on the screen if I can be bothered. But yeah, I definitely think I missed my last one. So yeah, good to get this out. I'll talk about what's in here and something else that I've added into my normal fertilizer mix. Yeah, to follow your application. So just need to spray it out on the lawn, let it dry on the leaf, let it absorb, let those nutrients and microbes get in there, and yeah, keep it ticking along. So that there is the Lawn Tips Spring Mix, which is a mixture of 3 separate products that all go in the sprayer together. So put some water in, one product at a time, add them in there. That's linked below if you want to. In my lawn care programs, I'm recommending you use that mix of liquid ferts every 4 to 6 weeks if you want a really high input program, trying to achieve maximum results. Around about every 2 months on a sort of more medium input program, so just reducing the cost a little bit. I did make a video a while ago about how to use liquid fertilizers in different ways and sort of mixing up products and stuff like that and different rates and stuff. So if you want to watch that, that might be a good one to think about how you might be able to incorporate it without using sort of a full rate every 6 weeks. And in my low input programs, which is more based on cost and time, I recommend not using any liquid fertilizers, keeping it simple with a granular fertilizer program to feed your lawn and doing other things around it for good results, really good results in comparison to those other ones where, I guess high input, you're more so looking to cylinder mow and get a really tight, amazing lawn. So like anything, just depends how much time and everything you've got to put into it. And then what I've also added into that mix today is a product called Boron. So thankfully that is compatible to go with my Lawn Tips mix. Did a jar test beforehand, it mixed up perfectly. So when I did my soil test, both front and back lawn barely got any boron. So that product that I've got looks like it for fruit and vegetables and all sorts of applications. And so getting that nutrient into here, I should have looked at it properly before I started talking about it, but I've got a deficiency and I'm going to be using that. So hopefully that is just going to also boost some nutrients in this front lawn to get it kicking along throughout this whole season. So look, this video I'm recording at like a little over a week before it actually comes out because it's a flat out time in my life. So I'm making the most of banking up some videos. So most likely, just a couple of days after this comes out, so in about a week and a half to 2 weeks time, I should be cylinder mowing on here. I probably could cylinder mow today, but to be honest, just couldn't be stuffed fiddling around with the cylinder mower and backlapping it and getting it ready to cut. So progressing really well out here. Any renovation questions you've got, put them in the comments. I've got my renovation guide on my website as well, so you can look into that. What a beautiful sunny spring day. Hopefully it's a nice day wherever you are today watching this as well. Get keen, because where all of that soil came from, I'm going to be laying some turf in probably about a month. So that's going to be an exciting project for that feature garden and lawn area and fire pit build. But thank you for watching. Have a good one. See you in the next one.